Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back. And welcome back, No Contact Army. This week I have some inspiration for you. I have some no contact success stories. And if you too would like to enlist in the No Contact Army, it's very easy. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button. And if you want to check out the No Contact Army manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing it. So these success stories are different than most of the other success stories that I've posted, some of them, and I find that I always seem to have a theme, and I'm not deliberately trying to have a theme in the No Contact Success Stories videos, but it just kind of seems to come together. And in this one, a lot of people realize they didn't even want their ex back. I think that success with no contact means that you either hear from your ex and you get back together, or you decide that you don't want to get back together with your ex, whether you hear from them or not. So let's get started. The first one says, no contact works. Today is day 63 and my ex contacted me through Instagram. But since it is not significant, I won't be responding. I followed your advice on everything. No contact not only restored my self-respect, but also I realized I don't want him anymore. Enough of that benching and breadcrumbing. We deserve better. Yes, we do. The next one. I got my ex back after ignoring her for 13 days. She randomly drives up by the gate crying. That sounds funny. She just drives by crying and asking for another chance. She broke up with me and regretted it, but we're back together now. Please understand these videos. Stop caring so much, and I got a new job as well. Well, good for you. The next one. Hi, Lucia. I had a Skype session with you last year. I just wanted to update that after 2 years of my ex and I not being together and a year of no contact, for those of you who wonder whether no contact works after a long time apart, my ex texted me yesterday morning. He wanted to get back together, but I don't have the same feelings anymore. I met up with him and told him I'm not interested in a reunion. No contact works, guys. Just be patient. Yes, it does. Okay, the next one. I realized that this no contact works. Everyone's saying the same thing. And it also works on you besides working on your ex. My ego probably is hurting much more than my ex being gone. That's probably true. Their silence only fuels that bruised ego. Yeah, people just don't want to look like fools when they've been broken up with. A lot of times that's what it's all about. It's not even about really wanting the ex back. I think about the many times that were not great between me and my ex, and yet we moved forward. I miss him, but I also think I'm shocked he's actually all right with not wanting to know what I'm doing and so forth. So I realize him being gone is a hard hit to the ego for me. But if I repair that on my own, then he doesn't really have that much control over my pain any longer. I choose to not let anyone make me feel like that anymore. Good for you. I love my ex, but I'm not a light switch or a doormat. If he chooses to not come back, in the end it will be his regret. I'm going to live happy and accept that it's all right if he didn't get it. I will always be okay. Yes, you will. We will all always be okay. The next one. Last year I was hopeless. I was dating a narcissist. Uh-oh. This was the hardest time in my life. He left after so much pain. Today, a year and a half later, he called and wanted me back. I turned him down. I've never been happier. Believe me when I say he was the most stubborn man on earth. Yet here I am. Never lose hope. You will get back your power one day. The next one. After being dumped, I did not know about no contact, so I begged and pleaded. I got my ex-girlfriend back several times, but only for a couple of weeks at a time, and then we would break up again. Then I found you on YouTube, and I started no contact. My girl contacted me after a week saying she wants to be back together. So this sounds like a lot of fake breakups. In May, we broke up again. She dumped me after 2 weeks because of a small argument, so I did no contact. Last Sunday, she contacted me again. I was in my 3rd week of no contact, and I was getting to a point where I was realizing how good I felt without her. That's what happens when you're in a toxic relationship and you stay away from them for a while, and then you realize, you know what? It's actually a lot more peaceful without my ex. The last time she contacted me, I was so mad that she contacted me. Yeah, she broke your peace. I asked her to change her number and to never call me again. She got mad and started crying, and she texted me that she had changed her number. Well, hopefully she didn't text you from the new number. Thank you so much. I'm at peace with myself because of you. Well, also because of the work you did. Now she will be no contact forever. The table's turned. I can't thank you enough. You changed my life. Woohoo! Next one. I've been watching your no contact videos and they've been very helpful to me. I'm currently in 3 months of no contact, but my ex has been texting me a lot. And I was ignoring, but she recently texted saying, we need to talk. I still ignored. Well, I would have responded. I would have waited to respond and then said, talk about ... or talk about ? Because you don't know what she wants to talk about. Okay, I still ignored, and the next day she texted saying, well, I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me, and I respect you a lot. Really? That's what you need to talk about? I think what she didn't hear from you, she changed what she decided she was going to say to you to try to get you to respond. Later that day, she texted again. I don't want to talk about us getting back together. I just want to thank you. Right. Okay. First she needs to talk, then she wants to thank you, and then she doesn't want to get back together. And meanwhile, you have not responded. So see what happens when you don't respond right away? People play themselves and they reveal their cards. And so he says, so I finally replied after a day and I said, okay, good. Because instead of playing games, now if she really wants to get back together, she is going to have to step it up and be truthful. Okay. Next one. Together 2 years. Breakup was in an argument. He was very disrespectful and then told me to leave. We fought a lot in the last few months. I did no contact. Day 12. How are you? Day 23. I posted a really good picture of myself on IG. 1 hour later. I'm sorry that I hurt you and treated you this way. Sorry to not have contacted you earlier. No reply. Because there were also typos. And where's the effort? Just guilt? Probably. Day 25. Do you have time in the next few days and would like to meet with me? He sounded humble. I was weak and checked his IG story. He posted 2 pictures with a coworker minutes after the text. He looked super happy, like he met a movie star. I know he finds her attractive. She's in a relationship, but I must say it really hurt my feelings because he never posts anything. Yeah, he was probably trying to get your attention. I was happy to meet him, but now, no. I did not do anything. I waited. Day 27. Out of the blue, he sent me a picture that he drew. It must have taken him hours. This finally looked like effort, so I responded, yes, we can meet. Yeah, that's when I say effort, I don't mean that they draw you a picture. Oh my God. As you'll see, let me just continue the story. You'll see why, like responding to a picture that they drew, it's like, that's nice. And how do you know he drew it? Maybe someone else drew it for him. Okay. And so she said, yes, we can meet. He wrote paragraphs about how sorry he was that we couldn't meet right away, but in 2 days. What, it took him a bunch of paragraphs to say that he couldn't meet for 2 days? All I wrote was, okay, well, I only have time in 7 days. Yes, girl, yes, I love it. He's apologizing, thinking you're going to want to meet right away, and, oh, sorry, we're going to have to wait for 2 days. And you're like, that's fine, I'm actually not available for 7. Okay. What a shock for him. We agreed to meet. Until then, I was silent. Perfect. Day 35. We met. Everything went perfect. I was calm. I was not upset. We laughed. I told him about my new interests. I did everything one can learn from your videos, Lucia. It worked. Yay! He was hooked. I left after 45 minutes. He said, don't you want to hang out more? I said, sorry, I'm busy. And that's actually what I say to do when you first meet your ex. After being broken up with, you don't sit there chit-chatting for 2 hours, 3 hours all day. A quick 45 minutes, 60 minutes, and then out of there. I said, sorry, I'm busy. He told me how much he enjoyed meeting me. We hugged. He almost did not want to let me go, but I left. It was so difficult. I know. That's why you have to decide beforehand. No matter what, I am leaving in 45 minutes. And in fact, schedule something so that you have no choice but to leave. Okay. It was so difficult to leave, but I left. I knew I needed to be done. So then, you know what? Silence. 2 days ago in silence. No, it was nice to meet you, or not meet you. It was nice. No flirty messages. No new meetup. Nothing. Maybe he's playing games or think I'm his weekend girl. Maybe he thinks I'm the one who's done with him. I'm so sick of this. I'm going into no contact again. I think what the problem was here was that he had not experienced enough anxiety, because you met after 35 days? I don't think in this case there was enough time. If you had waited longer, and again, you responded to a drawing, if you had waited longer, maybe things would have turned out differently. But yes, go in no contact, stay in no contact, and we'll see what happens. All right, and the final one. My boyfriend broke up with me 2 days before our 3-year anniversary. I was devastated. I begged. I pleaded. I cried my heart out through the phone as he was telling me he had enough from me and he didn't think a relationship like ours would work. Right, and as of course I've always said, the begging, the pleading, and the crying will not work, because at that point when they're breaking up with you, they don't give a damn about your interest level and about your tears and about your begging. So save yourself the embarrassment. Okay, there were some issues to fix in the relationship, of course, but I couldn't believe what was happening to me. 10 minutes ago, he was promising me he loved me. So I have a question here for you guys actually listening, and if anyone knows the answer to this, please let me know, because I don't pretend to know everything, and this is a question that I need to find the answer to. So she says 10 minutes before he was saying he loved her, and then he breaks up with her. So I've heard enough times for this to make an impact on me of people when they were broken up with. In the morning or the night before, their ex says, I love you. And then the next day they break up with them. Or later that day they break up with them. Like, what is going on? I don't know. I really don't. So if someone can please enlighten me, I would really appreciate it. Okay? So continuing on. He broke up with me with the coldest attitude that night, and a week later I was still sending him songs and begging for a second chance. Until I found Lucia and started going no contact. I was binge watching all of your videos and entered the world of manifestation due to a video you uploaded about it. 1 month or less of no contact, practicing some self-love and self-respect on no contact, I started feeling so much happier and more peaceful than I ever felt before. I was posting positive things and replying to comments about my breakdown like it never happened and I was over him. I think she meant breakup, not breakdown. Freudian slip. Literally 2 days after I told a friend in a comment on Facebook that our exes must be dead to us, he sent a message asking me when could he give me some stuff back. Let me tell you, he had left me on scene for a month now. My last message was a link to the song, but he clearly was a dick, so he never replied. No, he wasn't a dick. He just had low interest. I'm not on his side, but let's put things in perspective here. Okay? I waited to reply, like 3 hours or so. And when I finally did, I told him in the most dry way to leave my stuff at my mother's office Monday to Friday before 3:30 p.m. He told me thanks for replying and also added, hope everything's okay. I didn't even open those texts. And guess what? What? Not even 24 hours after that text, he sent me a 10-minute audio recording telling me everything that went wrong, how he regrets dumping me, and hopes I can take him back. I didn't go easy on him, of course. I let him cry and tell me how much he misses me and finally agreed to see each other and try it out again. It's been 3 months since everything happened. We are still very happy together, and he tries to show me he can be better than his mistakes. But for me, the most important thing from this experience is learning how much value your self-respect has, and that once you love yourself first, you will be at peace and happy with or without a sweetheart. That's true. Amen. that is what I hope you all got out of this recording. Mainly, the fact that whether you have someone in your life or not, you will always be all right, and you can eventually get back to a place of being peaceful and happy. So if you would like your help getting your ex back so that maybe you can be my next success story, you can contact me about the rates for private coaching. Go to theartoflove.net. The direct link is below. If you're listening on YouTube, remember to like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate it if you would rate and review the podcast. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.